Hi, I'm Polly McKinney, and welcome to the Capitol. We're here with the Georgia Statewide Afterschool Network, and I'm going to show you a little bit about how it all works around here. So come on. So as you leave the freight depot, which is over there, you'll be walking from this freight depot here across in front of Central Presbyterian Church into the state capitol grounds. And as you come up the state capitol grounds, the main entrance is right across from the church right here, and you will go up these stairs and through those big doors up there where you will be greeted by security in this magnificently beautiful information desk. So if you don't go in the main entrance, you're probably going to get shuttled here to the side entrance, which also has a metal detector. And you go in the ground floor here, and then you'll have to go up one flight of stairs to get to the second floor. And the way you know it's the ground floor entrance is A, it's on the ground floor, and B, you're across from the Coverdale Legislative Office building. That is where a lot of elected officials have their offices. So once you get in the door of the Capitol, you'll have to go through the metal detector. So you will need a photo ID, and you'll need to empty your pockets of everything that you have. And I do mean everything before you go through the metal detector. Because if you don't, annoying things can happen. So here we go. Once you get through the metal detector process, you will be in the second floor of the state capitol. The Secretary of State's office is on your right. The governor's office is on your left. And you can tell the governor's office because outside of it, there are all these nifty portraits of our former governors. Once you're inside the Capitol, one of the fun things to do is to zip through the rotunda and see how beautiful our state capitol is. Wherever you go in the Capitol, it is very likely that you'll have to get from one floor to another floor. When you enter on the second floor, you have to go up a flight to the third floor to get to the chambers, or 2 floors to get to watch in the gallery. When you come from the first floor, you obviously have to go up more flights of stairs, and it can take a while. There are elevators. You can use those as well, but sometimes because there are only 2 elevators in the entire building, for all of these people, it can take a minute. So you can choose whether or not you're going to do the elevator or the stairs. So once you've climbed all the stairs or you've taken the elevators, you end up on the 3rd floor. Now the 3rd floor is a very important floor because it is where both of the legislative chambers are. So if you're in the hallway, sometimes you'll see senators and representatives scurrying to and fro. The Senate is on this side, and the House is on this side, and they're run independently. So when you go to talk to your legislator, they work slightly differently, and you have to fill out different forms to get to them. On the 3rd floor also, in addition to scurrying legislators, you will see lobbyists and other advocates, and sometimes a whole lot of school children on a tour. So it can get kind of crowded up here. So just be patient and just know that if you're just kind and smile at everybody, you can usually weave your way through all of them. Now the absolute most important thing to know on the 3rd floor is where the restrooms are. The women's restroom is right there. The men's restroom is on the other side of room 341 over there. Now, in case you're wondering, room 341 right there is the room where they have appropriations hearings and the House Rules Committee meets there. And a lot of times it's just a good place to go charge your phone when it's open. It's also a great way to identify which side of the Capitol you're on, because 341 is only on one part of the Capitol. The other part of the Capitol, which looks identical, just has a big window with like a flag on it. For Georgia Statewide Afterschool Network Day, or After School Day at the Capitol, that will happen on the 2nd floor, which is the floor below the 3rd floor. It's right there. Let's go call out a legislator. The way we get to legislators is we send notes into the chambers via a House or Senate page. Now, a page is a 12 to 18-year-old kid who is sort of volunteering for the day to run messages in and out of the chambers to the legislators. And then they'll come out and meet you at what are called the ropes. The ropes are literally red ropes like you would see at a movie theater. The Senate has yellow forms that look like this, and you just fill them out to the best of your ability. And the House has white forms and separate bunch of pages to call House representatives. So I'm going to go ahead and try and call out a senator so you can see how it works. So first, you do this. Once your form is filled out, then what you do is you walk around the corner to the desk with the page ladies, who are the adults who oversee the page system.
Lady right here wants Senator Henson, right side, back row, first.
Yeah. I'll be standing right over there.
Okay, thank you.
Hey.
He'll be out in a moment.
Okay, thank you so much. Senator, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for taking my note for this video. When you come to the fourth floor, you have a huge bunch of like museum things to look at around the history of Georgia, which is kind of cool, including the all-time school child favorite of the two-headed calf and the squirrels playing poker. But you also have some actual real artifacts here as well. On the fourth floor, there are the galleries. That's how you can get in to watch what the proceedings are in the Senate and in the House. You're not allowed on the House floor, the Senate floor, and the third floor. You can come up to the fourth floor and talk to the doorkeeper and enter the gallery and sit quietly and watch. Now, there's usually no photography allowed in there, so just know that before they stop you and take your camera away or tell you to turn it off. But it's a really fascinating way to get to know your government a little bit better and to kind of see how they do things. So that's pretty much it. I hope it was helpful, and I expect to see you working those ropes and watching folks in the gallery next time I come by. Happy advocacy.